I'm looking at a 190E sunroof right here that is not working. And this can be a real challenge, trying to troubleshoot these and then fix them properly. Now, if you have an 84 to 86, it's not that big a deal because the sunroof just goes back and forth. It doesn't tilt. But when these stop working, there are a number of issues that you have to deal with. And in this video, I'm just going to share a couple of quick tips that you might want to consider if you have a sunroof that's not working on the 87 to 93 models. This is a 1992 190 E2.6. The roof's not moving, and you can see right here that it's down in the back, which means there's probably something really wrong with it. It's just not just the fact that it's not moving. The first thing you want to do, of course, is check the fuse. Maybe the fuse is blown. We've checked the fuse here. The fuse is fine. And so the beginning of your troubleshooting process should be to determine if the motor is working. If the motor's not working at all, then the first challenge is to try to get the motor to work, because you really need to be able to open the sunroof. You got that? You need to be able to open the sunroof in order to disconnect things to get to the parts that might need repair. Now, the motor can be accessed to the trunk. Let's take a look now and see if that motor is running or not. I've removed this inner fender panel on the left side, and here you can see the sunroof motor and transmission drive assembly right up in here. There's the motor. We've already determined that we can hear the motors running, but right here, you can see this little shaft right here. That's the transmission gear drive shaft. We're going to see if that rotates. If it does not rotate, it probably means the gears are stripped out, even though you can hear the motor running. So let's try that now. Okay, you can see it turning. Now, that doesn't guarantee that everything is good inside that motor assembly, but at least you know that's moving. But I noticed something else real strange here when I pulled off the inner fender panel. There's supposed to be a tube running right down here where the cable exits and goes back and forth to drive the sunroof, and that's missing. So now it's going to take some more detective work to find out where in the world did the cable go. Okay, what's next? Well, the next challenge is to see what's going on in here underneath this sunroof panel. This is where the cable comes up and connects to the sunroof right back here. But guess what? I can't get to that. The factory manual says in order to remove the headlining panel underneath this sunroof steel panel, you need to move it back, and there's a procedure where you unclip it and then you pull it out from the hole in the sunroof. Well, if you can't move the sunroof back, how are you going to get the panel out? How am I going to inspect the cable or even know what's going on there? Let alone, there's probably something wrong with these angular tilting arms. And I'm sure the whole system needs lubrication, because most of the time I see these problems, whether it's stripped cable, stripped motor drive, or bent or broken angular arms that tilt the roof, it's almost always due to lack of lubrication. And everything gets stressed when that happens. So, okay, we've got a big project here. Now, if this is troubling you and you're having tilting sunroof problems, this can be the W201 chassis, the W124 chassis, the late model W126 chassis, and others with a similar mechanism, then you're going to need to get the instructional information to troubleshoot and repair this assembly. It's not easy. There's a lot of twists and turns in this whole process. And most of the sunroofs I've dealt with, it's not just one problem. You could have a problem with the motor. You could have a problem with the gear. The cable could be stripped. And you could have problems with the arms. And it could be out of adjustment. So what I've done is I've actually filmed almost a 3-hour-long multi-part video manual on how to repair these sunroofs, how to get the panel off when you can't get the sunroof open, how to get to the angular arms, how to inspect them, what to lubricate, how to get the cable out, how to replace the cable. And it goes on and on and on. And the reason I did this is there's not a whole lot of good repair information out there. Certainly the factory manual is not going to help you very much when you have these type of problems on old cars, such as we're seeing on this 190E here. So if you're interested in that video manual series, it is available for purchase on my website. I'll give the links right below in the description in this video. So just click on each one and you can go and see those video manuals directly at Mercedessource.com.